Friends, I am Dr. Umesh Prasad Sinha, Associate Professor, Department of Anatomy, GMC Bettiya. Today I am going to discuss about the histology of biliary tract and pancreas. This is liver, this is right lobe, this is left lobe. This is right hepatic duct, this is left hepatic duct, this is hepatic duct, and this is bile duct. This is cystic duct and this is gallbladder. These things makes the biliary tract by which bile delivered to the second part of duodenum with the secretion of pancreas. This is pancreas by a common duct, and before joining with second part of duodenum it has a sphincter. This is called a sphincter of Oddi. So the biliary tract has one gallbladder and second is duct system. This duct system may be intrahepatic and next is extrahepatic. From right hepatic duct, left hepatic duct, cystic duct and bile duct, these are extrahepatic ducts. Now I am going to elaborate the histological picture of gallbladder. Gallbladder is a pear-shaped structure which is present under surface of the liver like this. It has a fundus, a body and neck. The fundus and lower part of body is covered by serosum, which is visceral peritoneum. The upper part of the body and neck has no serosum. It has fibrous layer. Next to fibrous layer, there is fibromuscular layer. Fibromuscular layer, which is made up of fibrous tissue and a smooth muscle. A smooth muscle arranged in circular manner like this. Suppose that this is fibromuscular layer and inner to fibromuscular layer is mucosa. Mucosa has a folding like this and there is branching of folding like this. This is branching of folding. And another important thing is there is anastomosis of folding like this. So it looks like a honeycomb appearance. This is the peculiarity of mucosa of gallbladder. The lining epithelium is simple columnar. With a small brush border. There is no gland in the mucosa of gallbladder at the body and fundus, but in neck area there is simple tubuloalveolar glands. In neck of gallbladder there is presence of glands which is simple tubuloalveolar in nature. It is buried in the lamina propria. Other characteristic feature of mucosa of gallbladder is that there is no muscularis mucosa. No muscularis mucosa. No goblet cells. The capacity of gallbladder is about 50 ml. Capacity of gallbladder is about 50 ml. The function of gallbladder is it concentrates the bile. Concentrates the bile and store the bile. When semi-digested food material come to duodenum, there is a secretion of cholecystokinin. There is secretion of cholecystokinin by the duodenal mucosa, which acts on gallbladder, and gallbladder contracts and releases its secretion into the duodenum. Now come to the histology of pancreas. Pancreas. Pancreas is a heterogeneous gland. Pancreas is a heterogeneous gland. Heterogeneous means it has both exocrine and endocrine component. The exocrine component is serous acini, pure serous acini, and endocrine component is islets of Langerhans. Islet of Langerhans. The exocrine gland is compound tubuloalveolar in nature. Acinus is serous. So the characteristic feature of acinus is it is made up of pyramidal cells, small pyramidal cells like this. Suppose that this is acinus, and the lumen is so small or obliterated. This is the peculiarity of serous acinus. Nucleus is round, present in basal area. The basal part of cells has basophilic staining, and supranuclear part has zymogen granules, which is eosinophilic. एसिडोफिलिक और इसिनोफिलिक इन नेचर. एसिडोफिलिक, basal part is basophilic and supranuclear part is acidophilic. The other characteristic feature of pancreas is its capsule is thin. There is thin capsule and septa is thin. The duct system is not so prominent as parotid gland or submandibular gland. These are differences from salivary glands. The one difference is that it has serous acines as well as islet of Langerhans. The second difference point is there is thin capsule and thin septa. The third point is duct system is not very prominent in pancreas, whereas duct system is very prominent in other salivary glands. Now about duct. Intercalated duct in some acids, not in all acids, in some acids intercalated duct may invaginate in lumen of acids like this. Suppose that this is lumen and this is intercalated duct. This duct may invaginate in the lumen like this. This is called centroacinar cell. Centroacinar. This question is often asked by examiner. What is centroacinar cell? Centroacinar cell is nothing but this is invasion of intercalated duct in some acids of pancreas. The intralobular duct, which is also called the intralobular duct, which is also called striated duct, intralobular duct and interlobular duct है simple cuboidal epithelium layer. Simple cuboidal, also called low columnar. The main duct of pancreas lined by simple columnar epithelium. Simple columnar epithelium. The endocrine part. If we examine a slide of pancreas, some rounded, less stained area may be seen in any part of pancreas, but it is more common in tail of pancreas. The islet of Langerhans is more in number in tail of pancreas. It has three components: alpha cells, beta cells and delta cells. Alpha cells secrete glucagon, which increases blood sugar, blood sugar increased by glucagon. Beta cells secrete insulin. It decreases blood sugar level. In the deficiency of these beta cells, diabetes mellitus occurs. And delta cell, it secretes somatostatin and gastrin. All these things may be asked by examiner in the histological practical. The granules, now come to the granules. The granules of alpha cells is water soluble. The granules of beta cell is alcohol soluble. Now I am going to show you the slides of gallbladder and pancreas. See this picture. This is liver, this is gallbladder, this is duct system, this is right hepatic duct, this is left hepatic duct, this is cystic duct, this is hepatic duct, and this is bile duct. And this is the opening of bile duct with main pancreatic duct in the second part of duodenum. See this picture. These are intrahepatic ducts. These are extrahepatic ducts. This is hepatic duct, this is right and this is left hepatic duct, this is hepatic duct, this is cystic duct, this is bile duct, it also called common bile duct. This is pancreatic duct which joins the terminal part of common bile duct and opens in second part of duodenum. This is a sphincter of Oddi. Now see the histological picture of gallbladder. This is mucosa. Mucosa has a folding and branching. See the branching of folding of mucosa, and this is anastomosis of folding of mucosa. So it looks like a honeycomb appearance. This is anastomosis of mucosa. This is fibromuscular layer. This is fibromuscular layer. This is lamina propria. This is neck of gallbladder. This is gland present in the lamina propria. This is fibromuscular layer. This is the outer layer connective tissue. As you know, on the neck there is no peritoneal layer, no serosa. Now this is enlarged view of mucosa of gallbladder. See the anastomosis of foldings after branching. This is also mucosa of gallbladder. This is also mucosa of gallbladder. See the branching and anastomosis. Now This is enlarged view of histological picture of pancreas. This is acini, all are serous. You may see the small lumen of serous acini, and this is isolates of Langerhans. This is isolates of Langerhans. This is faintly stained. This is enlarged view, very enlarged view of histology of pancreas. This is isolates of Langerhans, and this is acinus. Here you may see the centroacinar cells. Look this picture. This is intercollected duct, and this is the invasion of intercollected duct in the lumen. This is centroacinar cell. This is centroacinar cell. This is the acinus cell. This is lumen. In lumen there is invasion of intercollected duct. This is also enlarged view of pancreas. This is also enlarged view of pancreas. This is also a slide of pancreas in low power. We have also such type of slide, or you can see in slide in the department. See, this is islet of Langerhans, and these are the exocrine part, acinus. This is islet of Langerhans. So during examination of slide of pancreas, you can identify the pancreas by searching of islet of Langerhans, which look like this. See, the septa is thin and exocrine part has all acinas are serous in nature. Thank you.